Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another fantastic episode of The Basic Blokes. I'm Dom, and I'm joined by Chief Professional Boob Hater,
I'm a
Eric,
boob lover. Hey,
PS2 Fat Boy.
don't put labels on me, young man. Don't put labels on me. I
Well-
love boobs. I love every part of the female anatomy, but there's a time and place to show it, don't you think? And probably Twitch is not one of them.
Well, speaking of labels, Twitch have had introduced, I think it's the world's fastest policy change, I believe, of all policy changes Twitch has ever put out. But they have basically, to summarize, put out a policy update to say that people were allowed to show, and I quote, artistic nudity. So the first question for you today is, what does artistic nudity mean to you?
Artistic nudity means to me, there could be so many ways of establishing what is artistic nudity, but also you could go show yourself completely naked and go, it's for art. Anything can be excused as an art. I remember when someone said, here's my art. It was just the air. They didn't do anything. It said, this is my art. So it can be very loose. It's a loose term. You can't say what is artistic nudity because it could be completely different for somebody else. So it's such a loose grey term that I think that's why they got such a backlash on Twitch, because they knew that people would just go, it's for art, it's artistic, and they knew that they were going to get such major concerns from people.
So you're saying that I cannot get my bumhole out on Twitch and call it that? I couldn't call that art?
No. It's fucking porn, mate. Come on, don't be stupid. Come on. Hey, look, this is my Hershey Highway, and it's for art.
No. You know how? Here's my idea. Don't put my idea down. You know how you have breast painting streams, body painting?
Yes,
well, I thought what I would do
is that artistic nudity?
I would turn around, and I'd have my bum hole on display, and I would paint the Eye of Sauron.
Tunnel. Oh, I can't. Lord of my Ring.
Lord of the Rings, a big eye.
You shall not pass.
Yes, or a tunnel.
Oh, you know what?
Yes.
I'd probably watch that, and I'll probably sub to your channel.
The brown
hole of Sauron. Poor, it stinks around here.
I think, well, we've known each other well. You don't think any form of nudity belongs on Twitch at all, do you?
I don't. To be honest, I don't think that it should be a new. I know that there's adult themes and content there on there, but one of them doesn't need to be nudity. Sorry, that's just how I feel about that. And I think it's because it's the dad in me, like what kids are watching. And I know you said, oh, you probably don't give a fuck. I do actually give a fuck, because if I was watching something and I know kids are watching, I know young people are watching streams, because I stream and I have young people coming in there. And if they saw me naked, they would absolutely lose their mind. We do talk adult things, and we do swear, and we chuck slang at each other and stuff like that. But we say inappropriate stuff around kids regardless, and kids do hear what they shouldn't be hearing, all right? That's for another story, that's for another debate. But what I'm saying here, what we're talking about, is sexually suggestive, sexual content, nudity on Twitch does not belong there. And I never thought it belonged there. And when we first started watching Twitch and streams, it was about the gaming industry, about games and stuff like that. And I know that the gateway is now open. It's a lot of grey areas as in real life talking. But look, we were just watching a minute ago. Women aren't even showing their faces anymore. They're just showing their asses on a stream and talking to the people, because they feel that there's nothing else better they got to offer except their ass and fucking yoga pants. Come on. But they are getting views, so they are encouraging that. All right, I get them. I'll give them that. Does that mean I have to now start wearing yoga pants? I don't think they come in my size, extra fat.
Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing about like nudity, and be it tasteful or suggestive or thirst trappy, right, etc. Yeah. Is for me, it's what's the harm? What is the harm that's going to happen? That if we're really going to go down the younger, let's just keep it in the frame of younger minds right now, okay? Because they see a woman's cleavage, etc., and whatever.
Look,
okay.
I don't have.
Wait, let me finish. So, women's cleavage, okay. But on the other flip side, I know for a fact that there are people who are spouting rhetorics that are way fucking harmful than people as if they're just saying they're racist. There's
Oh, yeah.
very obscure political views. Talking about real harmful kind of religious ideals, and yet the thing that people get the most uppity about is the fact that someone has their boobs out.
Yeah. And look, I agree on that. I think there's obviously needs to be a code of conduct with Twitch with all sorts of parameters, not just the nudity. All right. I get that when you're talking about religious beliefs and hate speech and racist stuff, that is not right either. Okay. But what we're here to talk about is how, like you said, this huge uproar about nudity has just caused a major stink on Twitch, and they had to quickly change all the terms and stuff within a matter of days. So it feels, and I agree with that. Like, I totally agree. If we're there to play games and have games, it should be more friendly orientated. And I believe that we can do a bit of tongue in cheek stuff like that. I get it. If it's innocent and stuff like that, but what I don't agree is the actual nudity part, right? I'm not saying you can't wear next to nothing. You're going to look like someone from the Amish or a religious sect. You have everything covered up. If women like to wear clothes that they feel comfortable with, without being overly sexually suggestive and stuff like that, I get that. And guys too. I'm not just saying women, but guys too do it too. There's some good-looking dudes out there without their shirts on, showing off their six-pack or what do you want to call it, because they know they get the money train happening. But what I don't agree to is like this full frontal nudity stuff crap. And then that's what caused the backlash on Twitch right now. But with the adult content that people talk about, and I've seen myself, hell, I'll drop an F-bomb here and there. You've seen the stuff that we talk about. If Twitch said we have to roll that back, and I do that on my TikTok. Like, TikTok are very strict on what you say in there, and I've had to roll that right back. I have to roll right back what I say, and I still have that as an 18-plus stream. But yes, I had to cut right back on what I got to say on there because I don't want to get in trouble. I've got to be careful of a younger audience that could possibly watching me. But with Twitch, they will see what happens. Now, this is good PR from ISO. Because now people will be jumping back on Twitch as well, saying, "Oh, we better make sure we don't see any boobs," and we'll report it to Twitch. But I know there's people out there who are just trying to. They'll see this law and they'll push it a mile, and they did obviously. And there's people who just blatantly thinking what's for artistic terms, and I get that, right? And now if they change, and I can see why people. Like you just said before, people saying some other inappropriate shit on there, and Twitch should look into that as well. If they're saying stuff and just letting people say whatever they feel like and not getting repercussions for it, that's wrong as well. But what I said beforehand is, it's amazing how nudity has caused this major stink on Twitch. But like I said, if it's full frontal nudity, come on, that's a little bit crazy, a little bit out there. But if you're wearing something that you're comfortable with, that it's not overly showing off everything, that's fine too. But we just need to pull it back because, like I said, you do have people who are 13 years or younger watching this, and they'll see something, and they're not going to tell their parents. Parents don't have got a clue. What are you watching? Twitch. What's it about? Video games. Oh, okay, no worries. Parents haven't got a fucking clue what their kids are watching.
I just think the argument doesn't. This whole age thing just doesn't wash because there are age gates on Twitch. Kids can watch. They can Google Pornhub if they wanted to and get into there and have their parents not knowing. The parents wouldn't know if they were watching how to bake a cake or whatever.
Yeah, but Pornhub is different, right? Because that is totally sexual content. Yeah, but you can Google it. Of course you can Google Pornhub, all right? But when you Google Pornhub or any sexually explicit site, what's the first thing that comes up? Do you agree to watch this, but you have to be 18 years of age, and you click tick, right? And I know you're lying, but they don't have anything like that on Twitch. If you're watching, where?
They have age gates on it. You go into a stream that's got adult content now, and it says, "Are you 18?" And he goes, "Yep."
Where does it say that? I've never seen that.
Yeah, it's I just went on one. This content is intended for adults, and you have to accept a signature.
Okay, that's good.
But I still think what this all boils down to, and still is the fact that no one creates an uppity about swearing and people saying incorrectly.
I think the swearing is kids will hear swearing regardless whether they hear it from us. I get that.
The reason why this doesn't create such a hoo-ha is because it doesn't make vast sums of money behind it. This is why people get so fucking angry about it. Is because someone, because you've got Billy Bob, who's turning up every day, streaming for fucking 3 years, who barely scrapes 10 viewers, and he's working really hard, and he's giving it his best. That's fine. He's giving it his best. And then along comes Hannah for a first-time streamer who's got a massive rack and looks really good.
Yeah.
And people come out and go, "Oh my god, this is absolutely amazing!" And she's got thousands of views, etc. And then the worst thing is she'll then get banned and she'll get highlighted for this, and then she'll come back 10 times stronger. It's it's the Obi-Wan principle.
Maybe that's what I need to do. I need to get banned on Twitch and come back with more viewership.
Yeah. This is a valid tactic. It's like
it is a very valid tactic, and I get what you're saying. There is a lot of people there with obviously who are pissed off, and I get what they're pissed off at. But the problem is they're thinking someone who's scantily clad is stealing their views when they're playing Call of Duty or Fortnite. When it's other Call of Duty players and Fortnite players stealing their views, not booby streamers.
Yeah, and
that's
Twitch
a totally different audience. Yeah,
this wouldn't be such a giant hoo-ha with Twitch, and Twitch would be completely okay with nudity if advertisers came along and were like, "Hey, we're perfectly fine putting our ads on this person who is doing lots of provocative content, but they can't, and therefore or even on the same platform, some people don't." Look at the whole Twitter debacle right now with with people withdrawing from the ads because potentially their ads were being shown next to anti-Semitism like posts. And
and sex stuff
don't want to be associated with
I saw some dude's arsehole on Twitter. I didn't look for that.
No, but the thing is that I don't know much about Twitch's ad systems, but I guess they don't have. If they can't advertise on that type of content, then what's it doing for them? Because from my understanding, subscriptions don't bring in Twitch a lot of money.
Yeah, it's the revenue of the ads and the promotions and the sponsorship that brings in the money. And if they can't sponsor there because they feel that maybe Twitch is too much of a sexually suggestive area, then they'll go somewhere else. They might go to Kick.
They might. Kick is very much okay, I believe, with this, but Kick has got its own problem.
I mean, they had a major streamer on there the other day talking about stuff about Palestine and stuff like that. And it's, what the hell? Come on.
Yeah, on Kick. Kick is a giant tinder pile ready to just burn to the ground. There was a guy drunk on Kick saying that he would go over and shoot babies.
Yeah.
And people are concerned about boobs
nudity.
Yeah.
Look, I agree. I agree on that part. There's a lot of people saying really inappropriate shit that they should be taken off. But the fact is that what we're talking about here is nudity. Okay, let's just get the basics right. Let's get the basics. Is nudity okay on Twitch? No ifs or buts or maybe, or depending on the context or something. Full frontal nudity, like nudity, showing tits, dicks, asses, fucking vaginas. Is it okay to show on Twitch? Yes or no, Tom?
Do I have a problem with it?
No, I'm not saying no. Is it okay? Are you okay with it?
I'm okay with it, yes. Of course,
cool.
I'm perfectly okay with this.
Okay. I'm not okay with it.
Okay, I'll ask this question then. Is anyone forcing you to consume this type of content?
No one's forcing me to consume it at all.
Is anyone forcing that content to be displayed in front of you?
Actually, Twitch is, because if you go on Twitch right now and you go on the page, you will see people suggested to you. You'll see people that they're pushing towards your gateway on to watch you. And 9 times out of 10, like the other day, I was at 3 or 4 female streamers showing off the chest region area. I don't look at that stuff. And they were just in my feed saying, "Hey, you should, these upcoming streamers, watch them." I don't watch that stuff. I really don't. I find it doesn't do anything for me. If I want to see that stuff, I will go to Pornhub.
Then that is a problem. If you're being served content that offends you and you didn't,
it doesn't offend me, but I don't
it.
search for it. If I search for it, if I'm looking for that sort of stuff, then it should be in my feed. But if I'm not looking for it, it shouldn't be in my feed. There's possible ways that they need to work on policing this a lot better. And like I said, like you said before, people who are saying hate speech and stuff like that, they should be banned. Clearly, this is what I've always thought about Twitch is trying to be a place where we can meet other gamers who have got same interests and same interactions. And that's how we met, like talking about games and stuff like that. And of course, I think people There's going to be different people who are going to have different terms and things, different policies and agreements, and what they feel is what nudity or what's suggestive sexual content. Vastly different from me or you. Everyone's going to have a different opinion. Like, we'll upload this and we're going to hopefully get bonded with so many comments. It's going to be great. But I don't want to see something like that on a platform that was basically to build gateways about gaming and create and finding other gamers and streamers like that about gateways. And I also don't agree about that hate speech, all this negative stuff that people are talking about. There's other platforms for that, and they shouldn't be doing that. When Twitch, to begin with, was about gaming, and I wish it came back to its roots, but unfortunately, it will never be that. And I'm trying to understand, what is Twitch wanting from us? What do they want to be? This platform where everyone can say what they want, do what they want? What do you want from us? Like, it's crazy. And what do people want? Obviously, people want this stuff, and they see that. But then they have to pull in the reins for the people who are causing absolute stink. And you're right. It's 9 times out of 10, it's usually a pissed off stream with 2 fucking views. Some chick with big tits stole my fucking Call of Duty community of 54 people who are following me now. They're not watching me anymore. They're watching some bird named Tatiana with the big ass titties over there. It's just so stupid that people think that way, but they do, unfortunately. But I come on Twitch, look for other streamers kind of like me, mid to small streamers playing other games, hopefully meet them, see what they're like. Are they fun to play around? Are they fun to watch? But boob streamers don't do anything for me. Yes, they look very appealing. They look very nice. But 9 times out of 10, they're boring as fuck. They're as boring as fuck. They just got their nice assets out. And then, some of them are okay. I'm sure they're okay. They're funny and entertaining. But from 9 times out of 10, it's like watching paint dry on their boobs while they're doing a body paint stream. There you go, Matty.
Okay, all right. On that note, before we make a tit of ourselves, we shall end the podcast.
I love the tit of ourselves.
So until then, we'll be back with more news, and of course, don't forget to follow. Subscribe to the channel.
Share us. Yeah, subscribe to the channel. Also, share us your comments and thoughts on artistic nudity. Is it a yes or a no on Twitch or any other platform? We want to know from you. Good day.
Goodbye.